The Occupy Wall Street movement, a year after its inception, takes the Big Apple by storm in full force. Police on horseback and behind barricades from the wee hours of the morning.
Everybody step back.
Marches and acts of civil disobedience all day long. Images that have become all too familiar throughout the past year, reoccurring. Protesters thrown to the ground. People there to document the action knocked down. Activists attempting to help others wrestled by police, arms twisted, handcuffs left and right. Over 180 people arrested in one day.
When there's no place for people to come outside and to meet each other and talk about issues, when that is so dangerous that you get such severe violence and police repression, then we don't really have a democracy.
For a year now, Occupy has fought for eradicating wealth inequality and social and economic injustice in the U.S.
Give people jobs, give people education, give people health care. You have to help the mass.
No accountability for Wall Street bankers years after an economic collapse.
Don't steal, don't rob, bankers get an honest job.
Still has people outraged.
Expecting it may be naive, but demanding it isn't. It starts with making a statement, and that's what the people here are doing.
Skeptics had hoped that Occupy camps, which once flourished all over the U.S., but now have cleared out, would put an end to the movement. After months of camping out here in the financial district Zuccotti Park during what seemed to be the peak of Occupy, hundreds of protesters are back here on the first anniversary of the movement to show that it's very much alive.
We're still here.
The lack of encampments, protesters say, has not been an obstacle.
We've really been able to focus on the issues that are important to us and that brought us out here in the first place, of economic disparity and a political system that no longer represents people who don't have the money to compete.
One of Occupy's key achievements so far, triggering a national dialogue about what matters to the majority of Americans.
The Occupy movement has kept a dialogue around fairness and equality and access to the good things that we all want that should be available to everyone, and that dialogue is now in the public.
The occupiers intend to do their best to keep this dialogue alive.
Like the civil rights movement, you would say that it still has a long way to go, and it's been since before I was born. I think Occupy will have a similar history. I think there's so much that has to be done that change is not going to be handed to us with a bow on it.
With no miracles just around the corner, patience and perseverance, they say, are what will bring tangible change to the U.S. Anastasia Churkina, RT, New York.